Well, hey there, everybody. It's Chris from the Rate the Record podcast, and it is that time of the week again where we do another new music review. Now, I know we haven't done one in a couple of weeks. Things just kept falling behind. Savannah was able to do hers, and now she's on vacation. She's not even anywhere near this town right now. So I'm going to be doing this one this week. No problem with that. I got 3 songs for you to check out, so I think you should go ahead and, check them out with me, I guess. So here they are. If you ask me, I'm getting worse at introing these videos. I really am. Swing this way. Now you have the whole screen on this side to see stuff. Over here. Stuff. Things. Both of them. Anyway, first up we have Bring Me the Horizon. It definitely feels like the emo and scene crowd are back on this one. You know, maybe some modern touches to it, but realistically, it feels like the song came out like 15 years ago. The beginning threw me off just a little bit. You had some mechanically poppy drumming with like a clean acoustic opening. So I was like, okay, where the hell is this going? But it gets right into that, emo alt-rock progression before too long. It's a full bassy type of production too, and you have like clean guitars and drums around it as well, so everything's sounding pretty decent, I guess. The vocals are very much angsty, as you would expect from a project like this. There's clean vocals, there's screaming, there's a little bit of everything in this mix. It's not even that this is a bad track, but it's not exactly outstanding either. Nothing really pops out about it. And aside from being a boomer-ass millennial such as myself, this feels like high school in the mid-2000s, but because it sounds like it could have, come out either now or then, I guess it's a good sign of how timeless this sound really is. Overall, it's a pretty decent track. I definitely don't dislike it or anything like that. And I'm sure all the emo and scene kids who, went trap sometime in like the mid-10s or so will come back for this one. At this point, it's just pure nostalgia. I was never personally into Bring Me the Horizon, but as I said, it's not awful. Alright, so let's move right along to Gilla Band and their brand new single, 8 Fivers. If you don't know anything about this song or band in particular, the first 41 seconds are absolutely going to deceive you. It's just these almost sarcastic sounding vocals with this snare and hi-hat combo. It's really bare, really minimal, and I started thinking to myself, like, what did I get myself into for this one? Again, that's just the first 41 seconds, and then it starts getting a little noisier with this like quick pulsing, muffled, distorted bass, and once that first minute hits, noise. Punishing noise. You get occasional breaks from the noise every once in a while in this track, but it doesn't take that long for it to have it be pounded back into your ears. Now, if you've watched my past reviews, you know that I'm not really a stranger to noisy and weird music, so honestly this one was actually pretty neat. It's hard to describe the noise that I'm hearing in this song. It's like feedback, both analog and digital, and it's like just this heavy grinding, droning distortions, just layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of feedback and distortion. It just gets nuts after a while. And realistically, that's pretty much it. It's just 2 minutes and 21 seconds. That's all you get. That, and I spend all my money on shit clothes. Overall, though, I really do dig this. There's not a lot going on, but I kept smirking at the weird balance of, these sarcastic vocals and then it's just crushing noise. It's a fun little track, very noisy, but you know what? I'm here for it. And finally, we have the band MASSLANDS and their latest single, Mirrors. We have ourselves a pretty upbeat indie / garage rock track for this one, so I mean, not a bad start. Pretty much everything except the drums have this thin layer of overdrive on it, so I think that's pretty neat, and it definitely adds to that garage rock kind of sound. And it fits super well on the bass on this one. I love me a good crunchy bass. It's not super crunchy, but it still sounds pretty good. Fits the description well enough, so hey, you got my attention. The song manages to carry a pretty decent energy without trying to put in too much. The pacing is pretty consistent, and sonically the song runs pretty smooth, so it's enjoyable for that much. My only real issue is that it's just another one of these tracks that falls flat in the way of being anything that pops out to me. I mean, it's fun, it's brief, it gets its point across really well, but it's not super memorable or anything. As I said though, it is fun, it's catchy too, and I mean if you can understand the lyrics to the distortion by all means, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be pretty easy to sing along to. But yes, overall it's just that fun but not memorable. That's not to say that there aren't some other great songs on this EP somewhere, and with that said, I'm not actually familiar with this band at all, so I wouldn't even be certain what else to expect. But hey, I mean, again, this one's not bad, just not memorable, and maybe there's a really good track on the EP somewhere. I suggest you check this out and let me know what you thought about it. Or at least let me know if there's another better song on the EP that I should be checking out. And that's all I have for today's new music review, so thank you very much for joining me on this particular episode. Did you check out these 3 tracks? Did you like them? Did you hate them? I want to know what you thought about them, so down in the comments below, go ahead and let me know what you thought of these tracks. And you can also let us know over on our social medias at Rate the Record Podcast, over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just Rate the Record over on Twitter. But all of that can be found at ratetherecord.ca. That, along with our streaming links, Ko-fi link, everything is over at ratetherecord.ca. And speaking of streaming links, the podcast is actually on a break right now. We just released the final episode of Season 2 this past Monday, episode 44, and it was Arctic Monkeys with Whatever People Say I Am, or Whatever People Think I Am, That's What I'm Not. It's a long title, I forget the exact name of it, it's one of those two, but we definitely did that. You should check it out. Was it a great album? Was it a bad album? How did we feel about it? You gotta watch to find out. Season 3 of the podcast will be starting on August 15th. That's Monday, August 15th. We'll be back with episode 45, but there's also plenty of bonus content coming out in the weeks to follow before the new season starts. So this coming Monday is going to be us ranking all of the number ones that we did in season 2. So anything that we ranked as a number 1 song, we ranked them from worst number 1 to best number 1. Really interesting video. We shot it not too long ago, so I think you should go ahead and watch that when it comes out. The week after that, we have the best of season 2, so anything that was remotely funny throughout season 2, because, you know, we're just great comedians. Anything that we thought was pretty cool is going to end up there, so you will definitely want to check that out if you just want a brief, compressed, stupid version of season 2. I know how to sell our product. And then after that, Savannah has her own version of the I Love This Song video series coming out. I did one a while ago with 9 Inch Nails. She has one coming out in a couple of weeks, so definitely keep an eye out for that. That's a series that we're going to be expanding on more and more as time goes, so she'll finally have one out. It'll be cool. Make sure you tune in to watch it. But yeah, that's all I got this week. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought. Make sure you watch all the bonus content coming out until August 15th. We'll see you again then, I suppose. So take care, friends.